What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video and welcome to my trophy list review series. In this series, you submit your trophy list via Discord or via the YouTube comments and it faces the scrutiny of El Platinum Bro. I take a look at the amount of trophies you've got, the amount of platinum trophies you've got, the amount of ultra rare trophies you've got, the games you've been playing. I pretty much analyse and criticise your entire gaming life / career, and I then give you an arbitrary score and I rate you as a trophy hunter. I then answer the question as to whether or not I think you are as good, better or worse of a trophy hunter than me. It's been a pretty mixed bag. We've had some really awesome lists, some incredibly impressive platinum trophies, and we've had some maybe not as impressive trophies and not as impressive trophy lists. So it's anybody's game. You know, you could have a better list, you could not. We just don't know. You'll have to watch the entire video to find out if you're going to see a great list or not. Before I begin, I just want to say don't forget to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I make videos like this every single week. And as well, I also want to say, as I do say in most of my videos, you're not better than somebody else just because you've got a few more trophies here and there. And let's just be nice as best we can. Yes, this is a criticising video, but the main purpose of it is for entertainment, and I think we've got to always remember that going forward. But that's enough rambling, let's see today's contender. Okay, so here we have today's contender. Now, I would be lying if I said I didn't pick this person just purely off their name. This is going to be Lockheed Prime. That is just an absolutely hilarious name. I love that name so much. I just want to say, like, I'm from Newcastle, so I'm a Geordie. So that's like a, if you're not from the UK, that's like a slang for the northern people, I suppose, the northeast people. We have like a very colloquial language. Like a lot of the stuff we say is very like rough and abbreviated versions of things, and it's hard to understand at times. I don't really use that much Geordie slang when I'm on YouTube. I try and be as presentable as I truly can. And one of the words we say a lot of the time is, rather than we say head, we say heed. So there's a place called Gateshead, so we say like Gateshead or Gateheed or the Heed. Or if we're in front of someone's head, you might, oh, you've hit us on the heed. So when I saw the word Lockheed Prime, I just thought it was hilarious, because I imagine they probably didn't mean, or maybe they did mean to mean Lockhead Prime, but in a Geordie slang. So that's the reason why I picked this list. I was about to say that that's enough for me rambling, but this entire video is just me rambling, so I'm just going to move on to the actual trophy list at this point. So level 399, I don't really care about that, but I gotta say it anyway. 82 plats, 381 golds, 1,100 silvers, 3,800 bronzes. It's not a massive list. 131 total games, 93 completed, 88% completion. Now that is a mighty fine completion rating, I have to say. You know, I like to see 90%, but anything above 80% is really hella impressive. So well done, Mr. Lockheed Prime. I'm going to use a full name because I just love that username, Lockheed Prime. 2 trophies per day, it doesn't really matter. World rank of 57,000 and country rank of 7,000 in the UK. Holding on to the UK, you know, representing the UK. We haven't had a UK competitor for a while, so good to see. Or maybe we have. Maybe I'm just talking utter garbage, maybe so. Okay, so we're starting with a King's Tale Final Fantasy 15. Now, I've never, ever heard of this before. It's not a full game by the looks of it. It is just a short little version. I don't really know what it is. It looks like a side-scrolling sort of fighter game. Oh, okay. So it's like a surprise. It's like some sort of story providing, like, you know, filling in the gaps of Final Fantasy 15, because Final Fantasy 15 by itself is quite confusing. I would like to play that. I'd never heard of that game before, but I love Final Fantasy 15, so that's something that maybe I might have to add to my list, write it down. We then got Abzu. I don't know about that one. No platinum. Agents of Mayhem, so that was like the Saints Row spin-off, a 9% rare trophy. It's quite a grind. It's one of the cheapest games on the PlayStation 4 to purchase. It's like £3 all of the time. It didn't sell very well, wasn't received very well, but quite an impressive platinum. It's quite a grind. I think it's about 80 hours. Let's have a little bit of a deep dive. 60 hours. So yeah, it's a 4 out of 10, but you know, it's a bit of a grind. So well done for that one, dude. We've then got Alien Isolation, platinum done. Alien Isolation, bravo. Wow, man. I'm sure that's a another really difficult one. I'm just going through all the guides now. I set myself I'm only reviewing one person per list now, and that's because I want to make the videos a little bit shorter until I get my new PC, and I just end up going through all the trophy guides and just making the videos as long anyway. But nonetheless, well done, dude. Isn't that, I'm sure Alien Isolation is the one where the alien sort of like thinks for itself, like the AI, the way it works is it like tracks you and like it follows you, and like the noises your controller makes and stuff. Pretty crazy. Apotheon, I haven't heard of this one, I don't really know what it is. It's 6% rare though, well done. We've then got a few Assassin's Creed, not many, which is good to see. You know, someone's dabbled in and then sort of played bigger, better games. Freedom Cry, Black Flag, Syndicate, all plats. Well done. There's a lot of platinums on this list. Unity's almost done. We've got Bastion, which is like a over-the-top like 2D bit RPG, I believe. Oh, I'm then seeing something that is impressingly big style. Batman Arkham Asylum plat, Arkham City plat, Arkham Knight platinum. Arkham City's not 100%, but Arkham Knight is. Well done, 6% rare. It's a big game. You're looking like 150 hours. You know, you've got to do the whole game twice, I believe, and you've got a lot of DLC. So bravo for that one. I know I've been speaking to a few people who've said that, you know, by the time you get to Arkham Knight, you're so fatigued of the franchise, even though you love it so much. It's not like Spider-Man, like, you know, Marvel Spider-Man is, yes, it's a great game, and Batman Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knight are, you know, really good games as well, but the trophy list requires so much more. You've got to do all the Riddler challenges, which are just so much, and I think it really just demotivates you to want to keep playing. Like, I've got all 3 of those games, I just haven't played. I've only played Arkham Asylum because I just don't want to spend 60-70 hours grinding out a game that I might not want to play the whole time. But, so bravo, I'm just giving you some respect. This is the first true respect being delivered on this episode. Take it, Lockheed, take it. Okay, every time I say Lockheed, I generally feel like I'm walking around the streets of Newcastle pre-COVID times and just hearing people just speaking normally. Okay, we've got the Telltale games, Batman 1 and 2, good games, nothing really to say about them. We've then got Battlefield 4, Hardline, not done. They're all online grind. I can't look at judge too much. I don't think they're too difficult, they're just time dependent and a bit of skill. Beyond Two Souls, done, well done. Okay, Bloodborne, bravo, I envy you, sir.
Is it possible to learn this power?
Now, it's a 21% rare. Now, this is when the trophy system doesn't necessarily represent, the rarity system doesn't necessarily represent always skill. So the Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, because they're such popular games amongst trophy hunters, and because completing them is like a badge of honour, that they're actually quite unrare, the trophies. But that doesn't take away from the fact that Bloodborne is an 8 out of 10. I'm only playing it this year, it's going to be testing my ability. It's going to make me lose all my hair. Well done, dude. I know it's pretty much won, and like loads of people have been put in their top 5 games of the generation. Amazing game, showing your skill, really big flex on the skill there. Well done. We know we're dealing now with someone who is a skilled gamer. I mean, you know what, Batman Arkham Knight, Arkham City did show that, but Bloodborne, bravo, my friend.
I am God.
We then got Broken Age Banned by Flame. Banned by Flame, if memory serves me right, Banned by Flame is the cheap Soulsborne knockoff game that didn't really take off. But again, it's an ultra rare platinum trophy of 4.46%. I'm pretty sure it is that game. It'll probably be quite difficult. Is there a trophy guide? There is a trophy guide. Let's just have a little bit of a deep dive into this. 5 out of 10. Okay, maybe it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be, but still, it's an ultra rare trophy. Well done. Bravo. 25 hours for that? I kind of want to do that. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want to earn that now. Okay, next we've got Broken Age. Don't know much about that one. We've got quite a few Call of Duty games. Call of Duty Gamer, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Ghost, Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered, World War 2. We must maybe just play them for the online. And they're all really hard, like, let's not kid ourselves. The Call of Duty Platinum trophies are difficult. They're real tests of skill. And I'm not going to judge you too much because, you know, it takes a certain type of person, either really dedicated or just naturally really good at the games to finish them. So, Then we've got Child of Light and Claire, don't know much about those. Darksiders 2, but not Darksiders 1 or 3. Very weird that you've chose to do that one. I've actually heard that, well, actually speaking to Joe from the podcast and other people, Darksiders 2 is the worst of the 3. So it's weird that you've chosen that one. Who knows, maybe it was a free at some point, or maybe you just wanted to play it. But it's a 6% rare, so, you know, earn those very rares, dude. I've seen quite a few very rare platinum trophies on this list, which is good to see. We then got Data Technical Remastered, which is a 4-hour platinum, nothing really to talk about. Same with Detroit. Detroit's a great game, it's just not a hard platinum. It's about, 15 hours, you play through the game once for 10 hours and do a cleanup, it ain't too difficult. We then got Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Now that actually is a 2.56% rare trophy. It's not actually that hard of a platinum. This is the thing, like, I've maxed it out on the Xbox back in the day. 2015, 2014 when it came out, I maxed it. I think I got 1,000 gamer score on it. It requires about 3 playthroughs, that's the problem. But each playthrough, you do one big playthrough which takes 25 hours to 30 hours. You then do 2 playthroughs that take 15 hours. So, you're looking at maybe 60, 70 hour platinum. It's totally doable. And it may be worth doing for that ultra rare, but there is the online DLC stuff, which might be dead now. It's probably dead, massively dead online server now. We then got Erica. Now that's like a choice-based game. It's not hard. There's guides all over the internet. Guy Fruski does a good guide on that. If you want to go watch that, I highly recommend. Everybody's got the Rapture. Again, a walking sim. Far Cry 4 not done. Lazy boy. Not difficult at all. If you're going to play the Far Cry, you should at the very least finish them because they are piss easy. We then got Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 15, both not done, which is a shame. Final Fantasy 7 isn't too difficult. It's just 2 playthroughs. Same with Final Fantasy 15. It's just 1 playthrough for the Platinum. It's a shame, dude. You've obviously left Final Fantasy 15 with it being 2016. Loved that game. It was my first entry into Final Fantasy 15, into the Final Fantasy franchise. Absolutely loved it. Great game. Just beautiful. I just loved it. Great story. Great characters. Not much more to say other than that. A bit confusing at times. It doesn't really tell you what's going on when you actually get in there. We then got Game of Thrones, Telltale. My favourite Game of Thrones game, but not difficult. Ghost of Tsushima, 100%. That's good to see. Now, the Platinum Trophy is really, really easy. The Platinum Trophy is more rare, is more common than the Game of Thrones Telltale, but the DLC, the New Game Plus, and the DLC Survival Mode is a little bit rarer, and it's good to see you've committed to finishing all of it. Then we've got God of War Platinum for 2018. Brilliant game. Masterpiece. One of the best games in the generation. God of War 3 Remastered, which is a free PS Plus game, which is probably why you played that, not the rest. So, fair play. I need to revisit God of War. I say revisit, I haven't played the first 3. I just didn't, I was too young, I think. When it came out on PS2, PlayStation 2, we're talking 15 years ago. I'm only 27, so I was 12. There's no way my parents were buying me 18 rated games. Even though I did somehow manage to sneak GTA 1 off a friend, I think. But, I just didn't really get exposed to it. And then obviously PS3, I was more of an Xbox 360 kid. Let's be honest, Xbox 360 won the console war then. They sold way more than PS3. So no, I didn't play the God of War, and I feel like I owe it to myself to go back and just finish the entire series. We then got Gravity Rush 1 and 2. I played Gravity Rush 1. It's a really unique game. I played it on my Vita. I don't want to buy the DLC, so I don't want to pay £20 for the DLC, which is why it's 67% and not 100% completion. But still, good games. I want to play Gravity Rush 2 at some point. Grim Fandango is a walk-in remastered point-and-click game from early 2000s. It's easy. It's a bit of 6 hours point-and-click, but it's not difficult. So Heavy Rain is next. 11% rare. It's not a difficult one. It's like Detroit Become Human by the same maker, producers of the game. But I think maybe it's because so many people played it on PS Plus. I actually loved Heavy Rain. I played it on here's a story, guys. Here's a story for you. So I had an Xbox 360 as a kid, growing up, and then I got a PlayStation 3. My dad got me a PlayStation 3 probably towards the end of the cycle, and in the end, but it was only at my dad's house. Yeah, broken childhood. Yeah, I know what it is. It's a hard life.
No cry.
And we used to play it, me and my brother used to play it only once or twice, and we only had 2 games. We only had Uncharted. I think we only had Uncharted 1 and Heavy Rain, and we were these 15-year-old kids, and we played Heavy Rain, which didn't know what to expect, and it blew our minds. The ending is so unexpected. It was awesome. It's a really good game. You should definitely play it if you haven't already. Then got Hitman Go, easy platinum, much to say on that. Homefront: The Revolution, a really rare platinum which you haven't got, which is fair play. Horizon Zero Dawn, 100%. You know you want to see it. You know you want to see when people go back and do a DLC. Well done, Lockheed. You're impressing me so far. Then got Infamous 1, Infamous 2. Well done. We've then got Injustice 1 and 2 unfinished. Now they are really hard platinums. Look at Injustice 1 is 0.15%. I know it's because there's a lot of online. I can't be unimpressed you haven't got it, but I'm definitely not impressed that you haven't got it. It's on your list, but maybe casual. Am I getting casual vibes from this list? Not really. I'm getting pretty hardcore completionists from this list. 88% completion is not casual at all, in my opinion. You're definitely going for the games, maybe just retiring. Maybe you know your limits. Maybe you got better limits than me. I can't put a game down unless I've 100%ed it. And then maybe you know when enough's enough. I envy you, Master. Teach me. We've then got Just Cause not done. Killzone Shadowfall. I'm pretty sure that's not obtainable anymore. Knack 1 and 2 done. I don't know much about those. I know it's a platform and supposed to be a iconic character, a mascot character, but no one cares about Knack, let's be real. We've then got Lara Croft, Go, Temple of Osiris. Got there in the end. Life is Strange 1 and 2, they're up there. They're up there waiting to be played, screaming for me to be played. But not rare plats. The walking sims at the end of the day. Point and clicks, easy to do. Oh, Lords of the Fallen is the game I was thinking of before, I think, not Bounds of Flames. Lords of the Fallen is another Sekiro ripoff, I think. And 4.42% rarity, ultra rare. That is impressive. Now let's have a little bit look at the guide, shall we, my friends? Okay, 5 out of 10 again, to be fair. Still not that difficult. For me, that's a 7 out of 10. I always say I'd at least 1, maybe 2 onto the list. But well done, another rare trophy. I am impressed with this list. There's some really good games on here. Nothing's blown me away, but still some really good trophies on this list. Mad Max is done for almost 5 years. The persistence in this list. Bravo, my friend. 5 years to do Mad Max. Well done.
I respect that.
Mafia 3, 6 months. And Mafia 3, I've heard, is quite glitchy. So not only is it the case of you have to play the game twice, there's a chance that sometimes they just don't pop, which is just disgraceful. Oh, I'm looking down and I'm seeing the Holy Grail of Trophy Hunters. I'm seeing Marvel Spider-Man. Now, not only am I seeing Marvel Spider-Man, I'm seeing it 100%ed.
So good.
100% Marvel Spider-Man. You know you gotta see it. It just makes the Platinum Bro feel good. As I always say, it's not actually impressive, really. It's an easy game to do, easy game 100%. You can 100% it in 50 hours. But I like to see it. You're paying respect to the best game on PlayStation 4, in my opinion. So well done. We've then got Metal Gear Solid Ground Zero, easy-ish. It's a bit of skill. It's not like a 3 out of 10. It's only 4 hours to max it out, but it requires a bit of skill. I know this because I did it on the Xbox 360. I just keep talking about Xbox in this video. Just keep doing it. What can I say? I don't care. Then we've got Final Fantasy. I'm just chatting garbage. Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain, not done. That's a shame. It's a really impressive platinum to have. We've got Metro, done twice. Good games. I would love to play them again. This is what trophy lists do, in my opinion. They just show you games that you really wish you could play. You look at these games, these lists, and you go, there's some great games on this list. This guy's played some amazing games. I'm kind of jealous. I'm a little jelly about you, dude. We then got Murder Soul Suspect, not too bad about that one, but now I'm seeing some games that I'm quite impressed with. Now I know Guy Fruski from my podcast, I'll keep talking about because he's always on my mind. You're always on my mind, Joe. Loves Naruto. Naruto is his favourite anime, and he would be hella impressed to see Ninja Storm 1, 2, 3, 4 all done. Well done. Now they're not really rare trophies, but it's good to see someone loves Naruto and is prepared to stick it out and play all the games. Bravo. Very well done. I'm going to start this anime pretty soon, I think. So I'm excited to watch it. And it's good to see that you love anime too, dude. I'm not a big lover of anime. Like, I enjoy it. I don't watch that much of it. Like, to be honest, my favourite anime is One Punch Man. One Punch Man is absolutely amazing. I think Dragon Ball Z is good, but just too slow. Like, Dragon Ball Z was amazing as a kid. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved it as a kid. But the fact there's like 500 episodes and a lot of them are just Goku powering up, it's just too slow. One Punch Man coming out. There's only one season of 13 episodes. Yes, there's another Japanese one that hasn't been dubbed yet, but seasons of 13 episodes is just, in my opinion, is pretty perfect. I love One Punch Man. It is the best. Then we've got Need for Speed Rivals. I don't like racing games, guys, to be honest. I say it all the time. I just find them too repetitive. Yes, all games are repetitive, but for me, I don't enjoy racing anyway. I feel like, to be honest, when I play like games like GTA 5, I don't even like driving to the missions. I find the driving boring. So if I find driving in GTA boring, then you can imagine I just don't have the patience at all for driving games. We've then got Never Alone, haven't heard of that one, so I can't really comment. Nier Automata, good to see that done. It's only a 30% rare, but it's quite a commitment to get the Platinum Trophy. Again, another one of those games I just kind of wish I'd played. There's quite a few I can see coming up. Neo, done but no DLC, that's a shame. I like to see those completion percentages, but never mind, you could definitely clean it up. Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal both played, not finished. Now that's a shame, dude. That's a big shame. I'd love to see you platinum those games, but again, more games I wish I could play. We then got, I don't know what, this is the thing, guys, when you look at trophy lists, you see all of these games and you can't know everything, and there's probably been 5 to 10, maybe 15 games on this list I just don't recognise. The same with Psycho-Pass Mandatory Happiness. Never heard of it. Never really heard of it. Might be an indie game, might not be. You can't know everything. Then we've got Ratchet and Clank, Rhyme, easy games. Rise of Tomb Raider, not done. It's a shame. There's a few. Maybe you've just given up on these games. You gave up 6 months ago. Saints Row, God of Hell, not bad. Shadow of the Colossus. Now that's an impressive platinum. Like you got to play the game. I think it's under a certain time. You got to know how all the bosses, how they all react. Well done. I'm impressed by that one. It's another one I really want to play. Bravo, my friend. Bravo. We then got Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. 21%. I don't like this game. I don't like it. I think it's really I think the fighting combat, the melee combat was really good for its time, like really innovative. but I think it's because I played it all the way through twice. I maxed it on Xbox 360, then I maxed it on Xbox One, so because of that I just can't even bring myself to look at the game. But it's not to say it's a bad game, it's just a bit, I think I'm just sickened to myself with it. We then got Soma, haven't heard of that. Star Ocean, don't know that one, but it's a very rare platinum which you haven't got, but fair play. Tales from a Borderland, I just played that this month, good, easy game. Last Guardian, 3% ultra rare. Oh man, now that, again, I've heard that's a really hard platinum as well, like a time base, you have to finish the game, like a speedrun essentially. Well done for that one, dude. You must like the developer who makes Shadow of the Colossus and Last Guardian. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but they're two platinums I'm quite envious of, to be honest. Out of all these lists, them two and Bloodborne have probably been the ones that have impressed me the most. Not because they're the best, just because they've interested me. And that's the thing about these lists, like, I give a score, and the score is, yes, it's about the amount of platinums, the completion percentage, and the ultra rares, but it's also how I've interpreted the list and how I've enjoyed reading the list. It's quite a good list, this. We then got Last of Us Remastered. You know, that's probably one of my proudest platinum trophies. I found it was quite enjoyable, but quite difficult as well. We then got The Order 1886, easy, not going to say too much on that one. The Surge, which is like a futuristic Dark Souls game, so but not as hard, I've heard, but still done. You must like these difficult games. You've got a lot of skill in this list, but different kind of skill. So last week we reviewed a list that had a lot of online multiplayer skill, probably a little bit more skill than this list. This list is more single player. This is the type of list that I prefer. Like, the games you're playing in this list are definitely games I don't think there's a game on this list I wouldn't want to play. Other than maybe Sleeping Dogs, but that's only because I've played it so many times. Games I haven't played on this list are games that I would want to play. We then got a few little cheeky ones, you know, I'm not going to judge you for that. Walking Dead Michonne, and Walking Dead 2, all done. Fair play. Good stories, just easy plats. We've got Witcher 3 done twice, but not platinumed at all. That would be my critique. There's a few big games you haven't platinumed, which you definitely have got the skill to do. You're so close on both of these lists. Shame you haven't. Great game. I need to platinum Witcher 3, to be honest, though, so, you know, calling the kettle black, I suppose. Then got The Witness, not done. Wolf Among Us, Thief, Titanfall 2. That's a skill-based online one, well done. Tomb Raider, Transformers Devastation. Is that the new Transformers game? Rise of the Darkspark. Now, these have online. I'm pretty sure they have online, which makes them quite difficult. We've then got some Uncharted games. Alright, now this is good to see. Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, all 100%. That's done on the brutal difficulty, which is really tough. Well done, my friend. Very well done. You should be impressed. I'm impressed. You should be proud of those ones. Then got Until Dawn, fair play. Valkyrie's Chronicles, that's on my list to play. Not finished, it's not too hard with platinum. I wonder why you haven't done that. Watch Dogs, meh. What Remains of Edith Finch, meh. Wolfenstein, New Order and the New Blood. Now those aren't the ones with the really hard difficulty, you know, 19% rare. Still good games. Yakuza. I just combined Yakuza and Kiwami there. Yakuza 0 and Yakuza Kiwami both started, not done. Now they are commitments, they are grinds. I understand why you haven't done them. 150 hours almost. But still, not bad. Now, I'm really impressed with this list. Now, normally by the time I work out and by the time I get to an end of a list, I've usually got like 3 or 4 criticisms that I would like to give a list in the top of my head. To be honest, I haven't got that many. My only criticism really at the moment would be the fact that this is a really skilled single player gamer, and there's a few lists that he's left not finished. For example, Yakuza, the 2 Yakuza games, the Persona 5s and The Witcher. Big games, they are big games, but you definitely could finish them, and you've got the skill to finish them, and I'd probably encourage you to try and do it. That's pretty my only criticism. I've really enjoyed looking through this list. I think it's been one of the most enjoyable lists because they're all games that I would play. They're all games that I really like to see, and honestly, as I've already said, I would pretty much, every game I haven't played on my list that's on this list I probably would like to pick up and play. So you've got very similar tastes to me, Lockheed, so I like that. Now let's move over to the comparisons. We'll see how they compare to my own. Okay, so here we've got our comparison. So we're looking at level 399 to my level 618, 82 plus to my 373. I've got 3,000 golds, you've got 300 golds, I've got 2,000 silvers, you've got 1,000 silvers, blah blah blah. Country rank of 319 to 7,100. My completion rate is better. I have more trophies per day and I've got less unearned trophies. I'm a little bit more of a completionist than you, but let's not kid ourselves. You played a lot more harder games than me. I'd say for every hard game I've played, you probably played 2 hard games. I'm pretty impressed with this list. Let's go look at the Ultra Res. I think that gives a better indication of skill amongst the 2 gamers. Okay, so here we have El Platinum Bro, 34 Ultra Res, 100 Very Rares compared to Lockheed's 89 Ultra Res, 349 Very Rares. Now I'm going to say it already, Lockheed's got a better list. He's a more skilled gamer than myself. Like, I am going to play a lot of harder games coming up, like I'm going to play Bloodborne and Yakuza 0 this year, and to show off that I have more skill, but at the moment, my list doesn't show that. My list shows a mix of grubby games. I love those grubby games. I have got some like platinum trophies for like The Last of Us, which is quite difficult. Obviously PlayStation VR, which is quite a really, really hard one. But on the whole, Lockheed's definitely got a better list. Now, the problem is I need to rate this list now. Now, I don't think it's as good as CBH114 from last week, which I gave a 9 out of 10, and Pepper 1985 has a 9.4, so I think I can't, Lockheed, give you a 9 just yet. I think it's just because you've only got about 80 plats, and there is a mixture on there. It's a good list, it is a good list, but if we look at like the very rares and stuff, there's a lot of games that maybe aren't too difficult on the list. You know, like Sleeping Dogs, Horizon Zero Dawn. There's a lot of games that maybe are good games to play but aren't that difficult. So I feel like it's definitely in the high 8s, if I'm being real with you. I think what I'm going to do is, I think I've really enjoyed this list. I've really enjoyed viewing it, and it's hard because I've only enjoyed viewing it because I like the games you've been playing. So it's obviously going to affect my opinion of this list. And as I said, guys, these lists are biased. You know, people giving someone's opinion on something is always biased. Now, looking at the stats, you've got a few ultra rares, not as many as we've already had. You've got a few very rares, again, not as many as we've already had, but I've enjoyed your list a lot. So on that, I feel like I can't give you higher than an 8.7, only because I've had a few people who maybe had more ultra rares. So on that, I'm going to give this an 8.6 out of 10, making it drawn third for the best list I've viewed, drawing with the Harry Gamer 99. Now, I'm not saying this is it's difficult, because I think I've just enjoyed this viewing this list so much that it's skewed my actual fair opinion. But Lockheed, you've got some great games on this list. I'm really envious of you. I'm really envious of your platinum trophies for Bloodborne, for Shadow of the Colossus, and for The Last Guardian. I think The Last Guardian was the most impressive platinum I've had. Yes, you know, it's not really difficult, it's only like a 30-hour platinum, but it does involve skill and continued skill. Not a case like, you know, Bloodborne, you go to the next boss, you have to show skill to the boss. You have to, time trials, speedruns are difficult, they're really difficult, and on top of that, you've also done the speedruns and the hardest difficulty on Uncharted, so I just love this list. So I think 8.6 is pretty reasonable for this one. And considering that fact that I've maybe changed my opinion on my list since I've viewed a lot of great lists now, that maybe my list might actually be like a 7.7 or 7.6 out of 10 instead of the 8 that I thought it was. But I'm okay with that, I don't really care. Thanks so much for watching this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. If you would like me to review your trophy list, there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can comment down below in the YouTube comments, submit a link to your PSN profiles, I will definitely add it to the list, or you can join my Discord. I encourage you to do that. We're always on there. We've got boosting chats, we talk about gaming news, we talk about easy plats, we talk about difficult plats. That's where you can catch all my content. We talk about the Platinum podcast, you get loads of information about what's going on with my YouTube channel, and you get to submit your trophy list as well. The submissions on my Discord, they get priority. We've already got about 30 to 40 on that list, so bear in mind there is a bit of a wait. I am doing it randomly. I don't just pick the next person on the list. I go through my list before I do a video. So when I went through this, before I made this video, I just went through and I saw Lockheed Prime. Dude, what a name. And that was generally why I picked your trophy list. So it is random. You could be picked next week even if you submit it today. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, I can't stop saying that. I need to stop saying that. And take it easy.
Don't hurt me. Just give me a chance. Just give me a chance! What about
Duke Island.
Did you give him a chance? Did you?